Hey man, what's up y'all, man? It's Jonathan on another episode of The Word Spoken. Man, I hope that you are ready for today's episode, man, because today's episode, man, is going to, I hope it blows your mind. I think it will. Just watch this. So we got this video. This was like 6 years ago. And then it talks about like, it's setting the stage for what the Antichrist want to potentially do. We don't know how it's going to be with the mark of the beast and 666. We don't know all the details, but we do know that in order for some of those key things to be fulfilled in regards to the mark of the beast, whether you can't take it, you can't accept it, or you without it you cannot eat or buy or sell or buy or sell or do stuff like that. We see that, I mean, it's going to come. And we're not even going to realize it because why? Because it's already here and it showed up in little incremental stages that when the people who are here, see it, they're going to be like, oh, this is normal, but it ain't normal. So let's take a look at this and let's see, because this was years ago that it started this. So check this out. Let's look at this video.
Microchips implanted in human bodies could transform the way we tackle many everyday tasks. Some workers in Sweden are already developing and volunteering to have chips injected into their hands. The technology can make some tasks easier and reduce the amount of personal items employees need to carry. John Blackstone looks at the controversial trend and how it could put your privacy at risk.
In a Stockholm business complex, employees gain access.
Some of y'all probably seen this video too, probably already.
But with a wave of a hand.
This is something that you can use just like a key badge.
At a recent tech conference, Hannes Sjöblad explained how a microchip implanted in his hand makes his life easier. It replaces all the keys and cards that used to clutter his pockets.
I use this many times a day. For example, to unlock my smartphone, to open the door to my office.
Sjöblad calls himself a biohacker.
We biohackers, we think that the human body is a good start, but there is certainly room for improvement.
The first step in that improvement is getting a microchip about the size of a grain of rice slipped under the skin. Suddenly, the touch of a hand is enough to tell the office printer, this is an authorized user.
It felt pretty scary, but at the same time it felt very modern.
The microchips are radio frequency identification tags, the same technology widely used in things like key cards. The chips have been implanted in animals for years to help identify lost pets. Now the technology is moving to humans. A tech startup called Dangerous Things has sold tens of thousands of implant kits for humans, some to tech companies in Europe. Sjöblad even organizes implant parties where people can bond over getting chipped together.
I love gadgets, and now I kind of feel like I'm a gadget myself.
Even a car door can be tweaked to open with a touch, but each touch leaves a digital footprint, and that can compromise privacy. It also seems to be one thing if retailers can track me on my phone to see if they can get me to buy some socks or underwear. It's a different thing if my employer can see where I am, see what I'm doing when I'm off the job.
This is serious stuff. We're talking about a nonstop potential connection to my body. I can't turn it off. I can't put it away. It's in me. That's a big problem.
Even a dedicated biohacker has concerns.
It's very easy to hack a chip implant. So my advice is don't put your life secrets on a chip implant.
Somebody put an implant inside me. I found it this morning.
Back in 2004, the Manchurian Candidate suggested a future where humans are chipped and controlled. We have been warned.
It's about educating the people and giving every person the tools, not only how to use the technology, but more importantly, when it's being used against you.
But biohackers also predict the next generation of chips will save lives by monitoring health and fitness. For now, being chipped means never having to say you're sorry you forgot your key card. For CBS This Morning, John Blackstone, San Francisco.
Man, did y'all see that? Now this was years ago. So what we're trying to get at today is the mysteries and the secrets, because a lot of people don't know what's going on until they see somebody talk about it. That's what the Bible tells us to watch as well as pray. We should be watching what's going on out there in the world and praying at the same time, because I'm telling you, this is going to come upon people so like suddenly, because God said it in his word. He's like, just like a baby, a woman in travail, like a woman in labor, it's going to come upon her suddenly. Like people, it's like, and you're not even going to know how you're going to, it's because they've been leading up to this for so long that you're not even going to know and realize that this is happening. Well, they've been building up for years. So, two secrets. One, a mystery that I was going to talk about is the secret of how that is going to play into the end times and the mark of the beast. We don't know exactly how, or if it's how, barcode. We don't know about any of that stuff. All we know is that with that, in addition to the Neuralink and stuff like that, like where Elon Musk had the Neuralink, I saw the video that showed that, like you probably saw the video where they had a Neuralink and it was allowing the monkey to do things and move things with his mind, not in a such thing of like telepathically, like that's not what was happening, but it was allowing, he was controlling the monkey with the Neuralink. And so now you're telling me that something that can control you by just a simple thing that got implanted into your mind, that's not going to be a crucial part of the end times. It makes it much easier, because remember, the people who are here, Christians will already be gone, but the people who are here and the people who get saved in this time of the last, like after the tribulation, the Christians who get saved become Christians in that time. You got a decision to make. That's why you got to make a decision now, so you won't have to be here. But a decision got to be made, because if you don't take the mark, you can't do X, Y, and Z. Now, but it also talks about in that passage, like kind of like a forcefulness or like an unwillingness, or it's like there has to be some type of control, because if I don't take the mark, how do you know? How can you track me and say I can't buy or sell? Like, how can you even track me and know that? Well, if a lot of people, the population has some type of implant chip or Neuralink or something like that, or just any type of technology at that time that allows them to be tracked all the time, sometimes probably where you don't even know, they can easily track whether or not and say you can't buy or sell and this person can. It's not hard. It's not hard. So that is a crazy mystery that I don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. But that is important. Now, the other mystery, truly think about these times that we're in now, where people are confused about who they are. Like, they are coming at people for having the right view of marriage, having the right definition of sexuality, having the right view of this stuff. Think about what's happening. Remember, the laws and stuff are changing. If you look through Daniel 7, 8, 9, a little bit of 10, 11, and I believe 12 as well, different stuff talking about what's going to happen in Daniel's future in that time, and then foreshadowing to the Antichrist. Now, when I read this, one crucial thing that I read, I got blown. Like, because they said that the Antichrist, he's going to be out to change customs and laws in those times. He's going to be out to change those. He's going to be doing things that are directly against God. So, Daniel 11:37. So it says, let's read this. Well, first, I just started 36 first. It said, then the king shall do according to his own will. He shall exalt and magnify himself above every god, shall speak blasphemies against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the wrath has been accomplished. What wrath? Like, what do you keep watching or keep listening? For what has been determined shall be done. This is talking about the Antichrist, and the way you know that, you just study, like I said, Daniel 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you'll see that in this Daniel 11 it's talking about the Antichrist. And you can look at you look at multiple theologians and see that. So it says, he shall regard neither the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any God, for he shall exalt himself above them all. Now there's controversy about this verse, because you have some theologians that are saying that, oh yeah, this is saying that he's going to exalt himself above God, but then he's also are going to, in his power to change laws and customs, he's going to change laws and customs against marriage, against the standing of marriage. But it also says that he has no desire for women. Now something is up with that. What do we see today that's so prevalent that makes you think that this is even possible? Look at the times. Is there anything that can come against that theory that says that the Antichrist will actually be from this community? It said that he's going to exalt himself above God, and he's not going to have any desire of women. Now, other people, like other commentaries of theologians or versions of the Bible, they put it as he's going to exalt himself above any god, and he's going to also exalt himself above the god of women, and then any other god after that. So you have two competing views, and there's a possibility that could be either one of those. On my end, I'm like, well, like what do you mean the God of? The reason why I believe is this interpretation of theologians, because what do you mean the God of women? Like do women have a particular God that we don't know about? Like do they have any special thing? Because it says that he's going to exalt himself above any other God. So I'm like, if he said that, he already covered the fact that he's exalting himself above every God. So why would it say he is going to exalt himself above every God and the God of women? It doesn't make sense. So what makes sense is that he's going to exalt himself above every God, plus he's not going to have a desire for women. That's what makes sense to me and some theologians. So you have like a split. So I'm giving both sides their due. Like some say no, some say yes. But look at the customs and the laws and the times that we living in right now. What makes more sense? That the Antichrist will be a part of that community, or that Daniel is saying that he's going to exalt himself above the God of women, or the women in their God? So I'm like, when I read this passage, I was like, that is a mysterious verse. Like I do not know how can you wrap yourself around that verse? Because if that's true, that we already know how much a lot of the people they do. If you've seen the thing lately, I won't even put that on the screen. I can't even put that on the screen. Where they had, I think it was a part of the LA Dodgers thing, where they actually had the guy on a guy on the cross, like the guy on the cross. I don't know if he was a queer person or I don't know, but he had him on the cross. Then he had like a exotic male dancer pretending that he was a woman, dancing on the guy on the cross. That's how much they think of us as believers. They do not care So the Antichrist, when he comes, there's going to be some tech involved. We don't know how or what it is, but AI, no, I don't even know if AI, whatever it is, technologically, is going to be involved. There's a mystery. And then somehow, all these laws that we are seeing going on, I definitely believe that mystery, that second mystery, that he will be a part of that community, that he has no desire for women. So something is up, but be on your P's and Q's and look out. Watch as well as pray, because stuff out here is going crazy and we got to be alert. So man, this is some stuff right here, I understand, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you are blessed. Hopefully you have received, and I will see you next time, because this is the word spoken. We are out to bless people for the glory of God. I'll see you next time. Peace.